Kevin Levrone versus Chris Cormier is always an interesting prospect. You, the viewers, the fans, requested to see 1998 Kevin Levrone versus 1999 Chris Cormier. Kevin, he got fourth? Yes. Yeah, fourth, see, at the 98 Mr. Olympia. And Chris Cormier, he got third in 99. But the thing of it is, Chris Cormier, watch this. This is 1999 Chris Cormier. Watch. See that? This is 1998 Chris Cormier. And before we look at the 99 versus 98, we might as well have a 98 versus 98. It's the same lighting, same event. And Chris received a 6th place finish. And I heard Chris say that he was robbed, and him and Nasser Al-Sanbadi just switched places from 6th to 3rd and 3rd to 6th. And he said in 98 he was just as good. And he probably should have placed 3rd in 98. And judging by this muscle separation that Chris has, I would suggest that, yes, he was a lot better than Kevin Levrone. But this is a front relaxed position. Maybe he would win the symmetry round. Who knows? Let's go through the shots, the 8 mandatory poses, and I'll give you my opinion on who I think was better. Oh, I love this, guys. I love this. Same camera angle, same lighting. Wow. Can't get any better than this, or it does not get any better than this. Kevin, I think he's winning in the arm department, even though the separation altogether is better for Chris Cormier. Look at that. Biceps. And the funny thing about Chris Cormier, his arms were better back in, say, 98, even maybe 97. Could be 96 as well. They just didn't seem to evolve like the rest of his physique. But having said that, the more I look at it, I don't know if Kevin has the better arms. I don't know that at all. I kind of just figured he would. Midsection, separation, Chris Cormier, he's better. He's just better, let's face it, than Kevin Levrone. Now, sizing could be an issue, guys and gals. Chris Cormier, I think he was a tad smaller than Kevin Levrone. I could be wrong, but I do believe that would have been the situation here. Muscle separation in the wheels. Chris also, massive set of quads. Now here's the funny thing. 1999, and this was the original request from you feller, just one feller. And you can see what I'm saying about those arms. Well, it could be the picture footage. I think there was much better footage in 98, which is strange. 1999, it's all shadowy, things of that nature. But I kind of prefer Kevin Levrone in using this comparison, which is odd because 98, most of you probably figured he was worse was Chris Cormier, but in the front double, I think it's a better shot for the 1998. So when Chris Cormier said he was just as good in 98 as he was in 99, I kind of believe him. Now, of course, the picture footage is a little bit different. You got to really look. And the angle's just different. It's just different. So having said that, hard to make a real educated decision on this, but if you're going to use a picture for a Chris Cormier comparison, yeah, use 1998. Much better footage with a similar version. Now, the front lat spread, we are lucky enough, and I just love this. When I'm doing a comparison, and boom, we're lucky enough to have a side-by-side front lat spread. But having said that, I think that Kevin is out-angling Chris just a smear. So I think Kevin should be a little bit smaller. He always stepped the line anyway. He sure is broad, isn't he? Kevin, the Maryland Muscle Machine. But Chris Cormier, he sure is detailed, isn't he? Look in the background. That's Aaron Baker and I think Claude Growl or Graux or whatever they called him. I think that's who those two fellers are. Ah, yes, history. The 98 Mr. Olympia event. Anyway, takes me back. The separation of Chris Cormier probably would get him an edge against Levrone. So, yeah, I think Chris might have deserved a better spot in 98. Now here is the task at hand. The 98, Kevin Levrone, versus the 99, Chris Cormier, and I think this is how they would size up. I think Levrone was out-angling Chris just a smear, like I said. Perfectly symmetrical is Chris Cormier. Maybe the most symmetrical. Well, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but we might have a video feature for you guys and gals. The most symmetrical, or could be the most unsymmetrical bodybuilders of all time. Here's your bonus. You guys like bonuses? Bonus, very good. The bonus is the 98 being better than the 1999. And I even did a comparison years and years ago. I didn't know much back then. I knew a little bit, but I honestly think the separation, he's probably, okay, maybe 5-10 pounds, maybe. 5-10 pounds, water weight could be 5 pounds. He might have actually been bigger, but he's not in the condition that he was in 1998. Chris Cormier. Of course, that's the front shots. Let's go through the rest of them, because if you think you can judge Kevin Levrone's physique on the front double and the front lat, you are sadly mistaken. Look at Levrone from the side. Triceps till... Is there a day after Sunday, between Sunday and Monday? If there was, he would have triceps till that day. His triceps till Tuesday, for goodness sakes. Delts, not even close here. So Chris, very detailed in that front point of view. But turn him to the side. And there is just no way, even in the separation, Kevin Levrone looks hard and grainy. No way, shape, or form. Now, here is where 1999 Chris Cormier stands a better chance. Conditioning did seem pretty similar, and his arms are a lot bigger. In 99, his chest is a lot bigger. So that front detail, things of that nature, yeah, 98. But when you want to compare the side chests, you would go with the 1999 Chris Cormier. But I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Kevin wins, hands down. Doesn't matter what version you use. Of almost any bodybuilder, he's going to get them. Side chest. Now, here is the interesting part. 98 versus 99. And the arms in that front double, I would have said 98 had bigger arms, but clearly that is not the case. The delts and the triceps of Chris, way bigger, way better. Now it's the biceps and I believe the forearms even. Forearms and biceps that might have been trained better for 1998. But look at the rest of the physique, guys. 99, clearly a whole lot bigger of a man's manly. His big man's chest. He has a bigger man's chest. 99. But anyway, go to Kevin Levrone versus Chris Cormier. Both 1998. Now, Cormier, he's decent here. Good separation, things of that nature. But much like the side chest, guys, there's no way he's going to touch Kevin Levrone. Now, of course, the angle is tilted quite thusly for Kev. But here's what he looks like straight on, right? 98? Anybody? Okay, I can't lie to you. This is 1997. Kevin Levrone, which was close to the 99 or the 98 version rather, and it doesn't really matter. Like I said, fellers, he's gonna win. He's gonna beat Chris Cormier, no matter what version you use, I would suggest. And even the 1999 Chris Cormier, is it really that he's less detailed? Or is it the picture footage, the lighting? Does not seem anywhere near as good and as Chris as it was in 1998. Funny. But then, of course, when you do the side-by-side comparison, these pictures, not all of them, but these pan-back pictures from 99, they suck. They definitely suck. His angle's better, showing his physique more, but clearly he is much more peeled, pizzizzled, shredded. I'll get you next time, Gadget. And furthermore, his delts even look bigger in 98. And we could see from the close-up shots and the side chest, that's not the case. So these ones, rendered useless. Here's the back lat spread, and do we not have a 98, guys? In the rear lat? No? Thought I told him he's fired. Okay. The lat spread of Kevin Levrone. And these are not the best pictures for Kevin Levrone. The lat spread is the better of his two shots. It's a pretty good pose. But he never had the striations in the glutes or the separation in the hamstrings. And Cormier doesn't have them striated glutes either. But some pretty mean hamstrings. And the back itself, lat insertions. I think Chris has a better back. Traps too. Sake le boo. Here's the rear double. And to be fair, these pictures of Kevin, not the best. Not the worst, mind you. Actually, not too bad in the conditioning department. Probably close at the end of the day in the lower half anyway. The back, again, I have to say, Chris's back, little bit better than Kevin Levrone's. Oh, and this is a 98. This is a 98. Interesting. Oh, so we're going to have a 98 versus 99 back. But first, bring the 99 for Chris Cormier. Yes. Beating him in 98, he's most certainly winning. Here in 99 is Chris Cormier. Now, I think the back itself, and this makes sense to me because I've seen Chris Cormier next to Ronnie Coleman, and he looked pretty good next to Coleman in the back shots in 99. Now bring a 98 up versus 99. I think the lower half, the separation in the hamstrings is better. So he improved the back altogether. The lats look a little bit bigger, and the conditioning of the hamstrings better. So 98 better from the front point of view. 99 better from the back and from the side, I would suggest. I would wager. Here's the abs and thigh. And if I'm not mistaken, call me crazy. I mean, I might be, but that'd be totally unrelated. Call me crazy, but I thought Kevin Levrone's number was number 4. Now, last time I checked, this is a number 1. Rescue 911. Oh, it's because it's 97. That's what it is. Doesn't matter though, does it, guys? No, it doesn't. Much like the side chests with names reversed. Chris Cormier, he's going to get an edge against Kevin. In the 1999, he was probably just as good. I guess we'll see in a second, but he's definitely better than Kevin Levrone. Those abs of Chris Cormier, that's pure genetics. It's pure genetics. Levrone was never going to have those abs. Sean Ray has them abs. There's another bloke out there too, you might want to mention. It was Lee Priest, if you missed that one. 98, 99, what do you guys think? I think his quads are bigger. 99, I think his lats, V-taper, abs look just as hard. So yes, don't be fooled by that first of the comparison. I'm sure the percentage of people that just watched that front double, maybe even the front lat, are suggesting that 98 Chris Cormier far better. Give it a chance. I suppose if you're not hearing this, you didn't give it a chance. And if you are, you did. Semantics. So yeah, I'll say 99 Chris Cormier's probably better than 98. So what about the 98 Kevin Levrone versus 98 Chris Cormier? I think Kevin would ultimately get it. I think he's just too big, too much from the side, too much from this front. The most muscular, I can tell you that. Even though Cormier looks pretty darn separated. Things of that nature. The wheel size, I think, was down in 98. Kevin might have been at least matching him. I apologize on that aspect. And maybe closer in the back shots as well. Now, what about 98 versus 99? I think we already established that 99, he would win the bodybuilding competition. Wouldn't win that front double, though, using the picture footage anyway. We established also that the lighting in certain shots from 99, not that good. The triceps on Cormier. Delts, triceps, far better. Now, what about the task at hand, the actual request from you guys and gals, everybody in between? This is a serious question. Kevin Levrone or Chris Cormier? Many would laugh and say, Cormier, he doesn't have the credentials of Kevin Levrone. You know what Chris would say? Here are my credentials. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's what he would say. That's what he would say. I don't know why. But yeah, Cormier, those back shots were devastating. He was beating Kev. Whoa, Kevy in 99. And closer in the side shot, closer here in the most muscular. Definitely closer in a lot of his weaker shots and more dominant in the ones that he was winning, period. So I'm going to go ahead and be brave here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Chris Cormier, 99, would beat 98 Kevin Levrone. Wow. That's a big statement. Bold. But so is Chris. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys, if you enjoyed it. This is a fan request. Remember, you guys shape my channel and make it what it is today. Have a great one.